What if I told you that forgetting to clean just 5 parts of your body, 5 small, often ignored places, could be silently cutting years off your life? It sounds dramatic, I know, but for millions of older adults, this simple truth goes unnoticed. Let me take you back to a moment that changed everything for me. A few years ago, I was sitting in my doctor's office for a routine checkup. Nothing serious. I felt fine. Tired, sure, but that's just aging, right? Dr. Elaine Morris, who's been treating seniors for over 3 decades, looked at me thoughtfully and said, "You're healthy on paper, but your immune system's working harder than it should. Tell me, how well do you clean your body?" I blinked. "You mean like showering?" She smiled gently. "Most people your age clean the obvious things, but they skip the 5 areas that matter most. And that's where problems start." That moment hit me like a freight train. Today, as someone who has worked in senior wellness for decades and who now speaks to audiences across the country about how to age with strength, clarity, and grace, I want to share what I've learned since that day. These 5 overlooked parts of your body, when cleaned properly, could boost your immune system, sharpen your senses, improve your balance, and yes, help you live longer. So stick with me. This is the kind of advice most people don't hear until it's too late. Because healthy aging isn't about chasing youth. It's about honoring your body in the years that matter most. Let's begin. 1. The tongue. We all brush our teeth, most of us anyway. But how often do we actually clean our tongue? I met an 82-year-old woman named Elaine, a retired librarian, who once said, "I thought my taste buds were just dying with age. Turns out they were just dirty." Your tongue hosts hundreds of bacterial species. When left uncleaned, it collects dead cells, food debris, and bacteria that can lead to bad breath, gum disease, and even heart infections. For seniors, that bacterial load becomes a real threat to immune health. Harvard researchers have even linked poor oral hygiene to heart disease, a major risk in life after SENDI. Healthy aging tip. Use a tongue scraper every morning. Scrape from back to front 3 to 5 times. Rinse and repeat before bed. Think of it like wiping down a dusty window. You don't need to scrub hard, just be consistent. Warren Buffett, now 93, still prioritizes routines, including oral care. In a 2017 interview, he said, "If I'm going to live into my 90s, I better start treating my body like I treat my investments, with care and consistency." What many don't know is that Buffett's habits go beyond brushing his teeth. His longtime housekeeper once shared in a biography that Buffett never misses his morning routine, even while traveling. In hotel rooms, he packs his tongue scraper alongside his necktie. "He treats it like brushing his hair," she said. "It's just part of being ready for the day." 2. The feet. Let's travel further down to a body part that carries you through your golden years. Feet are often forgotten, but they are the very foundation of your movement and independence. I once spoke to a man named Howard, 75, who said, "I used to think foot pain was just part of aging. Then I started washing and checking them daily. I haven't tripped or slipped since." As we age, foot care becomes more important. Moisture and bacteria between the toes can cause infections, especially for those with diabetes. Senior health tips. Wash your feet daily with mild soap. Clean between each toe. Dry thoroughly. Apply lotion to heels, not between toes. Inspect for redness, cuts, or swelling. Roger Federer, even past his prime, maintained a strict foot care regimen. His team once revealed that before every match, even during travel across continents, Federer insisted on a 15-minute routine. Soak, scrub, dry, moisturize. Not for vanity, but for longevity. I rely on my feet for everything, he said in an interview. If they're off, I'm off. During Wimbledon 2017, he reportedly wore special socks with breathable fibers and made sure his locker room always had spare towels just for drying his toes. That year, he won his 8th Wimbledon title at age 35. 3. The underarms. Let's shift to something less obvious, but just as essential to healthy aging, your underarms. Under your skin are more than 20 lymph nodes, key players in your immune system. Clogged pores and buildup can slow down lymphatic drainage, making you feel sluggish or even sick. Signs of poor hygiene: underarm rashes, tender, swollen spots, strong odor even after showering. Senior Wellness Guide for Underarms. Wash daily with gentle, fragrance-free soap. Clean in soft, circular motions. Rinse thoroughly and pat dry. Let your skin breathe before applying deodorant. Dr. Christiane Northrup, a pioneer in women's wellness, often reminds older adults that lymph flow supports overall vitality. She tells the story of a retired teacher, Barbara, who came in complaining of chronic fatigue and skin irritation. After just 3 weeks of daily warm water rinsing and switching to natural deodorant, her symptoms faded. The change was remarkable, Dr. Northrup recalled. Barbara said she didn't just smell better, she felt lighter. Sometimes self-care is about going back to basics. 4. The nose. You take over 20,000 breaths a day, and yet most people rarely think about cleaning the very thing that filters every breath: the nose. Jack, a retired firefighter I met during a senior wellness workshop, told me, "I thought my stuffy nose was just allergies or age. But once I started rinsing it daily with saline spray, I started sleeping better, breathing deeper, even feeling more energized." Aging gracefully. Tips for nasal care. Rinse with saline spray or a neti pot. Blow gently, one nostril at a time. Inhale steam with eucalyptus. Moisturize with coconut oil in dry seasons. Luciano Pavarotti, the great tenor, had a vocal warm-up ritual that began hours before a performance. He would sit quietly, eyes closed, over a steaming bowl of water infused with mint oil, inhaling deeply. Afterward, he'd rinse his nose with saline, then test his voice in soft Italian scales. In a 1994 backstage documentary, he said, "Breathing is music. If my nose is blocked, the soul of my voice is trapped." It wasn't superstition, it was strategy. He credited his disciplined nasal care for avoiding sinus infections and maintaining vocal brilliance into his 60s. 5. The belly button. And now, the one body part that always gets a laugh, but rarely gets cleaned: your belly button. Grace, 72, laughed when I asked if she cleaned hers. I thought it was just there. But once I cleaned it, that strange smell disappeared. I felt better, even cleaner somehow. Your belly button traps lint, sweat, soap scum, and dead skin. For older adults with reduced immunity or slower skin cell turnover, it can become a hidden health hazard. Senior wellness and wisdom. Tip: use a soft washcloth in the shower. Gently clean inside the navel, dry completely. Use a cotton swab if needed. In Ayurvedic tradition, the navel is an energy center. Gwyneth Paltrow, known for her holistic lifestyle brand, promotes belly button oiling as a grounding ritual. Her routine: a few drops of warm neem or sesame oil massaged gently into the navel at night. She once shared in an interview, I know it sounds strange, but when I started paying attention to my navel, I felt more connected to myself, less bloated, more relaxed. Whether you believe in energy flow or not, a clean belly button simply makes sense. Let's recap these senior health tips. Tongue supports digestion and immune strength. Feet affect balance, circulation, and comfort. Underarms detox through the lymphatic system. Nose filters air, boosts sleep and oxygen. Belly button prevents odor and infection. Each of these areas is a small piece of your larger senior wellness journey. Small habits, done daily, are how wise elders stay vibrant. These aren't just healthy aging tips, they're acts of self respect. Because when we show up for ourselves, especially in our 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond, we lead by example. This is how we age with strength. This is how we age with grace. So let me ask you, which of these 5 areas will you start giving more attention to today? Leave a comment below with your favorite tip, or share a piece of elderly wisdom that's helped you live better. Let's build a community rooted in golden years health and lifelong vitality. And if this video resonated with you, don't forget to like it, subscribe, and share it with someone in their golden years. You might just give them the gift of better health. Thank you for spending your time with me today. Until next time, breathe deeply, walk steadily, wash gently.